The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Life is short. Break the rules. Forgive quickly. Kiss slowly. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. When you fish for love, bait with your heart, not your brain. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. Give every day the chance to become the most beautiful day of your life. To succeed in life, you need two things: ignorance and confidence. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. A lie can travel halfway around the world, while the truth is putting on its shoes. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. There are three kinds of lies: lies, damned lies, and statistics. It ain't what you don't know that gets you into trouble. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read. I have never let my schooling interfere with my education. Get your facts first, then you can distort them as you please. Education. The path from cocky ignorance to miserable uncertainty. Humor is mankind's greatest blessing. Clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence in society. I can live for 2 months on a good compliment. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do the day after tomorrow. Be careful about reading health books. You may die of a misprint. Man is the only animal that blushes, or needs to. The more I learn about people, the more I like my dog. Everyone is a moon and has a dark side which he never shows to anybody. The human race has one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. The worst loneliness is to not be comfortable with yourself. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Do the right thing. It will gratify some people and astonish the rest. The lack of money is the root of all evil. It is curious that physical courage should be so common in the world, and moral courage so rare. Action speaks louder than words, but not nearly as often. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, and then success is sure. Success is a journey, not a destination. It requires constant effort, vigilance, and reevaluation. The only way to keep your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not. Never be ashamed of your failures. Learn from them. The secret of success is making your vocation your vacation. Politicians and diapers must be changed often, and for the same reason. Loyalty to country always. Loyalty to government when it deserves it. Patriotism is supporting your country all the time, and your government when it deserves it. Suppose you were an idiot, and suppose you were a member of Congress, but I repeat myself. In the first place, God made idiots. That was for practice. Then he made school boards. Writing is easy. All you have to do is cross out the wrong words. The difference between the almost right word and the right word is really a large matter. It's the difference between the lightning bug and the lightning. Substitute damn every time you're inclined to write every. Your editor will delete it, and the writing will be just as it should be. I didn't have time to write a short letter, so I wrote a long one instead. The best fiction is far more true than any journalism. The holy passion of friendship is of so sweet and steady and loyal and enduring a nature that it will last through a whole lifetime. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. Let us be thankful for the fools, but for them, the rest of us could not succeed. To get the full value of joy, you must have someone to divide it with. There isn't time, so brief is life, for bickering, apologies, heartburnings, callings to account. There is only time for loving, and but an instant, so to speak, for that. If you want to know what God thinks of money, just look at the people he gave it to. Heaven goes by favor. If it went by merit, you would stay out, and your dog would go in. Religion is believing in something you know ain't true. God created war so that Americans would learn geography. A man is accepted into a church for what he believes and turned out for what he knows. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. Explore, dream, discover. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth all one's lifetime. I have found out there ain't no surer way to find out whether you like people or hate them than to travel with them. Go to heaven for the climate, hell for the company. I was born modest, not all over, but in spots. All generalizations are false, including this one. The trouble ain't that there is too many fools, but that the lightning ain't distributed right. I didn't attend the funeral, but I sent a nice letter saying I approved of it. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do the day after tomorrow just as well. Time cools, time clarifies. No mood can be maintained quite unaltered through the course of hours. The older we grow, the greater becomes our wonder at how much ignorance one can contain without bursting one's clothes. It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. Wrinkles should merely indicate where the smiles have been. You can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. A person who won't read has no advantage over one who can't read. Always do what is right. It will gratify half of mankind and astound the other. Nothing so needs reforming as other people's habits. Never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option. A man who carries a cat by the tail learns something he can learn in no other way. Let us endeavor so to live that when we come to die, even the undertaker will be sorry. Don't part with your illusions. When they are gone, you may still exist, but you have ceased to live. It is better to deserve honors and not have them than to have them and not deserve them. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Nothing is so ignorant as a man who has nothing but books. Out of all the things I have lost, I miss my mind the most. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that. I never smoke to excess. That is, I smoke in moderation, only one cigar at a time. Action speaks louder than words, but not nearly as often. Noise proves nothing. Often a hen who has merely laid an egg cackles as if she laid an asteroid. Do not complain about growing old. It is a privilege denied to many. Buy land. They're not making it anymore. I can resist everything except temptation. Do the thing you fear most, and the death of fear is certain. Don't let schooling interfere with your education. I was gratified to be able to answer promptly, and I did. I said I didn't know. I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened.